Hi everyone! So today I'm doing a health and fitness Q&A based on the questions that you guys posted on my picture that I posted last week with like my little tubby chin. I shouldn't do that on camera, but anyway. With my little chin and my old chin. What should I say about that? Well, I think I still have it. I think it's still here a little bit. Anyway, so the questions you guys posted last week are awesome and I'm so excited to get started and talk about them and let you guys know, I guess, my approach or my take on some of the things you guys have asked me. In all honesty, I haven't really looked at them much since last week. I feel like I just want this to be more of like an organic kind of, you read the question, here's an answer. I'll try to keep it pretty brief, but who knows what kind of tangent I could go off on. But for now, let's just get started. Okay, so let's take a handy dandy look at this phone and see what comes up. So the first question that I'll answer today is what to eat and not to eat. That's a hard question. It's like a good question, but it's a hard one because there's so many people with dietary restrictions these days that it would be so hard for me to like sit here and tell you like this is the holy grail thing that we're all supposed to do and we're all just gonna have happy and healthy lifestyles. Well, let's get real. It's a lot harder than that. You want to know like a tiny little secret? That I literally eat pizza every Friday night. Not every Friday night, but most Friday nights. And I don't care. I think it's great. I think that you shouldn't deprive yourself of things that you like. I don't have any dietary restrictions, like knock on wood, because life is so unfair. You say something 1 minute, the next thing just goes like 360 on you. Anyway, so I typically I focus on 3 food groups for most of my meals. So the first one is complex carbs. So you're looking at something like a sweet potato or an avocado because they're healthy fats. The next thing is a protein. I typically eat, like most commonly, chicken breast, extra lean ground turkey, beef, white fish, tuna, anything in that kind of domain. And then veggies. You cannot overdo the veggies. If I'm having some meat and some carbs, some healthy carbs, I'm also gonna throw in veg, and like honestly, I'll eat like 1 to 2 cups literally full of like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, beans, anything that's green. I typically keep my vegetables green, and then for my other meals I indulge in like fruits, and I'll have a smoothie and different things like that. So it's just a matter of balance, and I think that there's a lot of different options that you can throw into the mix. Typically in the run of the day I eat 4 to 5 meals. It's best to eat honestly every 2 to 3 hours. It really helps to keep your metabolism in check, and it's also important to drink water. I honestly, in like the run of a day, I probably drink 4 liters of water. Some nights on the weekend I'll have a glass of wine. That's not the end of the world. It's all just about making healthy choices, and I think that the more you do yourself in researching like different health habits and different recipes is how you can kind of gauge what you're doing and how you can best succeed for your lifestyle. I know for me that it would be really hard for me like on a day-to-day basis to cook 5 meals, so oftentimes I'll just meal prep them on, let's say, Sunday or just one night during the week where I can just guarantee that I have all my meals made and lined up. I had a friend text me the other day, interestingly enough, saying, hey, like I love your channel, I love your videos, but when are you gonna do a meal prep video? So I think that we'll do that within the next probably week or 2, and I'll just take you guys through like literally just a whole haul, a grocery haul, and just meal prepping. And honestly, it's just cooking in bulk. I think that the biggest piece of advice I can give you is just really try to tailor what you're eating to things that you actually like. You can spice it up. For me, I really try to kind of stick with the same idea for about a week, and then I'll spice it up with some different proteins, different vegetables, different fruits, just different things like that. It becomes a routine. I'm really good at that. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit, so let's say I'm just like really in the groove now. Okay, so let's get on to the next question. This one comes from a mom, and she says, what's the best things to do when you work out at home and don't have access to a gym? So I guess for that I have 2 go-to methods that are like awesome for me. The first one is Pop Pilates by Cassie Ho. She has a YouTube channel. It's called Blogilates, and she's literally phenomenal. I can't say enough positive things about the workout videos that she puts up online for anyone to access. All you need is literally a yoga mat or any type of mat where you feel comfortable to do the activities. She posts videos for every body group. She does abs, she does legs, she does arms, she does booty, she does back, you name it. She's got a video up there for you. Her videos range from I think like 6 minutes to like 15 minutes, and you literally can do as many or as little as you want to do. If you just want to get through one video and do a quick little ab routine, that's great, and you can do it. I think that that's a really great way to get a quick workout in from home. You don't have to leave your house at all. A lot of the videos she does are based on like your own body weighted exercises, and you know, that's really easy to do. I think that a lot of people make this excuse that like they just don't have time, but I think that it's hard. Like, let's just say this, I probably spend an hour to 45 minutes before I go to sleep at night on my phone, checking Instagram, checking Twitter, checking Facebook, you name it, I'm on there checking it. And I literally should be sleeping, but I don't. I literally spend forever on my phone like it's stupid. So that half an hour that I've wasted in that day, I can devote to a workout. Or at least I can hope to. So I think Cassie Ho is a great resource for anyone that's at home. Literally just throw up your computer, put the video on, and get to work. The second thing that I really like is the 21 Day Fix by Beachbody. Essentially what the program does is that it teaches you to portion control, as well as provides you with like DVD workouts that you can do from home. It's an awesome program. I cannot even begin to tell you about how wonderful it is. I think what I'll do is another video about it in the future, but essentially a small rundown is that you can order the program. It's for 21 days, but really you're just learning lifestyle habits for the rest of your life. And you're gonna get the food containers where you're gonna essentially meal plan and you're gonna portion out. So for me, that was a big problem when I first started like changing my eating habits, is that I really didn't know how to do portion control. And I think that this program really helps you establish, you know, habits that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. And then you also have, like I said, the DVDs that you can do at home. So that would be a really good handy outlet for anyone, like a mom who was at home typically and needed to get a workout in. The first few weeks of the program is one 30-minute workout, and then the last week, I believe, there's 2 30-minute workouts. So it's really great. It's a small span of time. Like I said, for me, I probably spend so much time in the run of a day just literally wasting time, and I think that if you can pick up that time somewhere and put even just 30 minutes into a workout, is an awesome way to get it done. If you guys have any questions about the 21 Day Fix, I'll have a link in the description bar, and you can also shoot me an email for more information. I'll also have the link to Blogilates Pilates if you guys want to check that out. It's really great. Honestly, both programs have really worked for me. I think in all honesty that if you want to make it happen, you can. And gym memberships are really expensive. I know now that I'm really lucky to be a university student, and my gym membership for a whole year is $100, and that is pennies compared to what I know it costs to go to like essentially the Y or any other major gym. So really capitalize on what you can do at home. Let's get on to our next question. Let's see. Okay, so Zoe asks, who inspires you most? That is another really tough question for me to answer. In all honesty, I posted an Instagram photo this morning, and I'll go look at it and I'll read you the quote. So the quote is, if you're searching for the one person that will change your life, take a look in the mirror. And I think that that quote really resonates with me, and this idea of health and fitness, or achieving your goals, anything that you want to essentially just demolish in your life, is something that you just need to look in a mirror and say to yourself, how can I make this happen? So for me, in terms of inspiration, it is honestly myself. And I don't mean to sound like totally full of myself, or that, you know, I'm trying to be someone else's inspiration or anything like that. I really just want to put it out there that you should really be your own goal. You should be working towards a better you. And I think that for me, what was really tough for me to see is that in order for me to improve myself, I really had to invest the time and see that I had in myself what I knew that I had. For me, okay, I'll tell you a little secret. When I first started going to the gym with Dave, if you watch my other video, you'll know who he is. He used to make a joke about people, or that, you know, you can sleep in your gym clothes, that way it's easier to get up in the morning. Well, yeah, I slept in my gym clothes for almost a whole month because I knew that if I was not physically like dressed for success in terms of going to the gym, it might be hard for me to get out of my bed, because I knew that that's what I had to do at the time to make sure that I was successful. No one is gonna come and get you out of bed in the morning. No one's gonna stand in your kitchen and tell you, oh, don't eat that. Oh, you shouldn't have that. Oh, did you go to the gym today? That's almost impossible. I mean, you can have friends and family and things like that that motivate you, and that's great, and I welcome that to the fullest extent, but you really have to realize that you are the one that's in control of the things that you achieve. Like I said, no one's gonna push you for it unless you push yourself, and you really have to want it. A lot of people ask, why now? And that, you know what? That was a question I got this week that was left on my YouTube comments. And the question was, like I just said, why now? And that's really interesting for me to kind of think about, because why now? Do you want me to honestly tell you? In my first year of university in February, my boyfriend, who I had when I began university, broke up with me. And I honestly, truly thought, oh my god, like I'm never gonna get a boyfriend again if I don't make some changes in my life. Because one, society has totally challenged our perception of, you know, what's acceptable and what people want of you, but that's beside the point. That's a whole other different conversation. I shouldn't say it's beside the point, but that's a completely different conversation. Anyway, for me, that was one of the major things that made me want to change my lifestyle. And I think now that it's like so foolish that I would ever want to do that for someone else. But at the time there wasn't anyone else, so I think like in part it was for myself. But I mean, that was in February and I didn't start getting into this until almost a year later. So I think it takes a lot of time to really ground yourself and understand why. And I think that you need to be really mentally prepared to do it, because you're the one who has to be motivated and you need to achieve your goals. I think that I am a lot better off for the changes that I've made. I'm honestly healthier. I feel better about myself in terms of, you know, the way I look and the way I feel. I eat better, I have better relationships with other people, and I'm just overall a more happy person. You just need to, like I said, be ready. So the why now was really propelled from different directions. And just a caveat to that story, we did end up getting back together. We've been back together now for 2 years. So it's an interesting conversation that I often have with myself in my head. I don't usually talk to myself out loud, except when I'm doing this. But yeah, that's that. Alright, so the last question comes from my YouTube video comments, and the question is, do you have any advice when it comes to having less time during the day and week for working out or hitting the gym? You know, you're lacking time, make some time in the evening and get your workout done. If you're doing a few of Cassie's videos, if you're doing one of the DVDs from the 21 Day Fix, you have, you know, 30 minutes right there that you're putting into it. And I think that if you're doing, you know, smaller workouts, you don't have to work out just 5 days a week. You can make them 7 days or 6 days a week and really just spend that time investing in yourself. For me, I think that the best time to get a workout in is honestly first thing in the morning. So I like to get up at 5 o'clock and just get that workout in, and then it's over for the rest of the day. It's only such a small part of your day, and you also feel so much better. I can't even begin to tell you how different my life has been, like my energy and things like that, just by getting up early, getting a good breakfast in, and then getting a workout in. Regardless, like I said, if you're going to the gym or just doing it at home, I think it's just more important to get up and show up no matter where you're showing up to. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for this week. I didn't want to make the video too long, and I also didn't want to bog you guys down with too much information. It would be great if you guys could thumbs up the video and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you later.